Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is in the United States, his first visit since the October 7th Hamas terror attack on Israel. The main purpose of Netanyahu's trip is to give a speech to a joint meeting of Congress. In doing so, he will make history by being the first international leader to address Congress 4 times. Netanyahu also is expected to meet with President Biden on Thursday. The Israeli leader is facing criticism over his handling of the war as the Palestinian death toll nears 40,000 since October 7th. And for more, let's bring in foreign policy expert Harley Lippman. Harley, good to be with you today. So what do you think the Israeli Prime Minister hopes to accomplish with his speech tomorrow?
I think he's going to thank the President of the United States and the people of the United States for supporting Israel. And he's going to remind everyone that support for Israel has always been bipartisan. I think he'll point out shared values that the United States and Israel has. And he'll probably go on to point out how he has to finish fighting Hamas and destroy them, that only that will create peace for everyone in the region. And I think he'll point out that. He'll also mention that his goal is to free the hostages and that he's close to doing it. He may remind us that he lost his own brother in a rescue during a terrorist operation. So he's sensitive to situations like this. And he may also point out that America had hostages for 444 days in Iran. We forget in around 1980, when Iran took American hostages when President Carter was president. And, and even though it feels long to a lot of people, while this war is about to end in 9 months, given history and comparisons, it's not that long as people think it is.
Yeah, and as we know, Netanyahu is here in the U.S. at a time when the U.S. political landscape really is changing day by day. How do you think that's going to impact the Prime Minister and his goals while he's here?
Well, there's a lot of distraction. That's the problem. The timing for him is probably not the best right now, because we just saw a near assassination of a president, and then within about the same week or so, we have the resignation of a sitting president. Both things are quite extraordinary, and then you have a vice presidential nominee who appears to be the candidate for the Democratic Party, Kamala Harris, who will not be there, but who will meet with him later. So there's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of things going on. It's a very intense time. And there are a good number of Democrats that said they will not listen to his speech out of protest to Israel's war in Gaza. So you have a lot of conflicting dynamics, but I think Netanyahu is going to stay focused on his main goal, which is really 3 things, and they are Iran, Iran, and Iran. And the reason why that is of the most extreme importance now is that every single American president on both sides of the aisle, Democrat and Republican, has always said that they will not allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon. But now Anthony Blinken, the U.S. Secretary of State, has just announced that Iran is within weeks of a breakout of a nuclear weapon. So given that every president and both parties have said that they will never allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon, including the present President Biden, who is still keeping office through November, as we understand, this is a challenge. What are we going to do? He may present some solutions and some ideas. And he'll probably remind us that while Israel was attacked on October 7th, it's really an assault on the West, which is the United States. That while they go after Israel, it's easy to pick on the Jews in Israel initially. The ultimate goal is the destruction of the United States.
Well, Harley, so much more we can talk about, but we are out of time. Thank you so much for your time today and for your analysis. We appreciate it.
Thank you.